Hello everybody! Welcome back to the SBGamefun channel. We're playing games, having fun. Welcome to The Devil's Daughter, Sherlock Holmes. Let me get out of this mode. Okay, just a FYI for everybody, OBS updated, the software I used to record these games with, did some funky things with my audio, my mic settings. So if you watch the last couple episodes of Starfield and the Outer Worlds, the voice recording was a little low. So I had to fix it on this one. So hopefully this one isn't too high, but I think I may have it set too high. So we'll find out. All right, we left off with crazy Sherlock. Not crazy Sherlock. Crazy wannabe Sherlock. And what am I supposed to be doing here? Find out more information about Orson Wilde. I mean, that's like an early American name. Is that like Oscar Wilde? Or is that like Orson Welles? I mean, those are earlier American actors. I don't know if they were the 1800s like Sherlock Holmes, but anyhow, we need to figure it out. Alright, let's find out. How do we find out? Is it in the archives?
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
My archives. Oh, what's here? What's this? Letter from Westgate Prison. Mr. Holmes, my name is Tabitha Folk. I am one of the nurses who attend the inmates at Westgate Prison. I took care of Mr. Albiot, who asked me to write to you after his death. He remained furious right up to the end and refused to ask God for forgiveness. He blamed you, Mr. Holmes, for breaking his will. It was so sad to see. With respects, Tabitha Folk. Well, he felt vengeful, and killing all those who he believed left him behind was probably not a good thing. Okay, so we need to find out this thing here. Find out more information about Orson Wilde, an American star of the stage, visits Sherlock Holmes in order to study for his new role when a curious incident in the night throws the pair into a case. What will this unusual duo discover? Oh, so I don't have to work with Watson. I had to work with this guy. And I think he's staying in this room, isn't he? Let's take a look around, see if there's anything. Sherlock talent. Nothing? Alright, let's take a look around.
Oh, Wilde's already making himself at home.
Making himself at home. Makeup. Pictures. Cats and dogs and what in the world? That must be him right there. Or a picture of himself. Narcissistic dude. Oh, Wilde. Richard III.
Honestly, the level of narcissism.
Oh, there you go. Narcissist. Makeup.
Wilde truly has a perfect disguise kit. Do actors really need all this?
Oh, look at that. Fancy.
I use the same brushes for makeup.
Oh.
Face powder of an excellent quality.
Face and
This
body.
must be grease paint.
Grease paint.
I forgot my hat. Father?
I am just checking,
You've got something on your face. Is it makeup?
It might be. Practicing my disguises, you know me.
Oh, Sherlock.
No, don't touch that! No!
Oh my gosh, what a loon.
Ah, Mrs. Hudson, with our tea.
Unfamiliar steps, heels, in a hurry, indecision.
Not quite. We have a visitor. However, the lady is not so much angry as perplexed.
Good day to you, gentlemen. My name is Mary Sutherland. I have come to you, Mr. Holmes, because I would give everything I have to know what has become of Mr. Hosmer Angel.
Why the haste, Miss Sutherland?
Mr. Hosmer Angel has disappeared, and my father, Mr. Winterbank, will do nothing. It makes me so angry.
Well, let's do a profile. She looked like she wear glasses. Often wear spectacles. Okay. She is flashy. She is... I'm going to say rich for now. Engagement ring. Family heirloom. Is it an engagement ring? If I say she's rich, it would be an heirloom, right? Let's... Okay. What did she mention when she came in? Okay, I think it may have to be an engagement ring. Let's say that. May not be a perfect... Okay, what's with the shoes? I can't tell with my monitor. Different shoes. She's wearing two different colored shoes, it looks like. Validate. I don't know if that's complete. I guess it is. Mary Sutherland is a good-tempered young lady of 25 years of age. She has poor eyesight. She has failed to notice that she is wearing mismatched boots. Mary is a wealthy young lady and is engaged to be married. Oh, she is. So I did get a good profile. All right. And what does this mean? Resolve Mary Sutherland's case. All right, let's talk about your father.
Mr. Windybank is your stepfather, surely, since the name is different?
Indeed, I call him father, although he is barely older than myself.
And your mother is alive?
Oh, yes. Although I wasn't best pleased when she married again, and so soon after father's death, and to a man so much younger than herself.
Hosmer Angel. She mentioned that name coming in. Windybanks was her new father, who's as young as she is, she says. And Hosmer Angel was someone... Okay, we'll find out. Who is this Hosmer Angel, or I don't know.
What is your connection with Mr. Hosmer Angel?
I met him at the gasfitter's ball. Mr. Winterbank did not wish for me and Mother to attend. He never did wish us to go anywhere, but this time I was quite set on it. Fortunately, he left for France upon some business, and so didn't have any say in it. And I met Mr. Angel that night. We met again after that and would take walks together. But then Father returned, and we could no longer meet.
Why was your stepfather against it?
Why was your stepfather against your going anywhere?
Well, he didn't like anything of that sort. He used to say that a woman should be happy in her own family circle.
You're dating Hosmer Angel?
Did Mr. Hosmer Angel make no attempt to see you?
Well, Father was going off again in a week. And Hosmer wrote and said that it would be better for us not to see each other until Father had gone. After that, he stopped writing.
And you're engaged to this Hosmer Angel.
Were you engaged?
Oh yes, Mr. Holmes. Right after the first walk that we took.
Do you have an address for Hosmer Angel?
Where does Mr. Angel live?
I don't know exactly. I address all of his letters to the Leadenhall Street Post Office for collection.
What? This guy doesn't give an address? It's being routed through a post office? That's it? Do you have... okay, I don't know what the inference is here. It's income.
Do you have your own income?
I do, from an inheritance. It was left to me by my Uncle Ned in Auckland.
Then you have all that you could wish for, naturally.
Well, I live at home and don't wish to be a burden to my family, so they have the use of the money.
Ooh. So the mother and the stepfather use her money that she inherited from her Uncle Ned in Auckland because she doesn't necessarily have need of it because she's living at home. Other little things.
Is there anything else that you can tell me about Mr. Angel?
He is a very shy man. He would rather walk with me in the evening, so as to be discreet. I put a missing persons notice in last Saturday's Chronicle. Here's a copy, and a letter from him.
Ha! A love letter. Yes, I see. As I anticipated, this validates my deductions perfectly.
What deductions, Mr.
Mr. Wilde. Holmes. Tell her.
I was going to think of that one movie where Sherlock imagines beating the crap out of this guy. He's such a stupid idiot. Why is he even interfering with the investigation?
A love letter? Aren't you dying to read it, Holmes?
You're an idiot. God. Mysterious drama in London. From the Times, advertisement, public notice, a disappearance. A gentleman by the name of Mr. Hosmer Angel has mysteriously vanished. Mr. Angel is of around 5 feet 7 inches in height and a strong build with a sallow complexion. He is black-haired with bushy side whiskers and a mustache. He is likely to be wearing tinted spectacles. At last sighting, Mr. Angel was dressed in a black silk frock coat with black waistcoat and a gray Harris tweed trousers. He is known to have been employed in an office in Leadenhall Street. If you are in possession of any information, please come forward. There will be a reward for any help given in finding this gentleman. My dear love, please don't worry your head, sweet head. Do you believe that I would say anything to your family who understand nothing of love? We had a wonderful time together, didn't we? While your father was in France. Such a short time, but it was enough for me to know that you are my life. I want to spend every minute from now on with you. I wish that it was possible. I love you very much, and I am waiting for the moment when your stepfather leaves once more upon his travels so we can meet again. Hosmer Angel. What is this? Look, I see the look option keeps popping up.
This is strange. The love letter is typewritten.
Oh, that's a good observation. I didn't even notice that. That's very impersonal. I mean, if he's writing a love letter to his fiancée, why would he typewrite it? I mean, wouldn't you handwrite it? Oh, look at that. I can actually put the treatment on it. The Sherlock talent. Cooper and Sons, London, 1894.
Good quality paper, quite smooth. Fairly common ink, nothing special.
Nothing special.
I'm waiting for the moment when your stepfather leaves once more. We had a wonderful time together, didn't we, while your father was in France? Miss Sutherland only met with Hosmer Angel while the stepfather was absent.
That kind of makes sense, right?
Hosmer Angel decided not to leave his signature. Let's study this letter more closely.
Okay, what am I looking for? Sherlock, what am I looking for?
There are some letters with typographical defects. Miss Sutherland, do you have any other letters from Mr. Angel?
Unfortunately not. But I've brought my father's letter from Paris. Here it is.
That is odd. It's another typewritten letter.
The stepfather's letter is also typewritten.
Okay, I'm going to read it. Dear Mary, I'm taking the opportunity of sending you these few lines in the hope that they will find you and your mother in good health. France is a nice country to look at, but it is the same as anywhere. There are rogues here who deceive and mistreat their women. Men nowadays are so dishonorable. They won't think twice to break your heart. I hope that you will be an obedient girl and look after your mother, and that you will take my advice, stay at home. I'll be back before long, your father. Now he did give him a signature. Let's take a look at the talent.
Quite common paper with a light yellow tint.
Okay, let's start from the top.
Fairly common ink, nothing special.
There's nothing here? Nothing?
I hope that you'll be an obedient girl. Take my advice, stay at home. Miss Sutherland's stepfather's signature. The stepfather is trying to keep the daughter at home. Let's study this letter more closely.
Oh, look at that. It looks like it's coming off the same typewriter.
There are some letters with typographical defects. Both letters have typographical defects. They merit further attention.
Uh-oh. Is there something else we need to find here? Oh.
This letter has a defect. One more letter with a defect. One more letter with a defect. One more letter with a defect.
Okay, it looks like a soft double press, it looks like. Alright, let's look over here and see if we get similarities. Look at that.
Ah, it's the same letter with the same defect in both instances. Another letter match with the same defects.
Alright, Toby. I hear you, buddy.
Another letter match with the same defects. So, based on the specific defects, we could say that these letters were composed on the same typewriter.
Alright, let me figure this out in my head. So if the father and the fiance, their letters are coming off the same typewriter, I can only at this point presume it's coming from the same person. Right? Hold on. Can it be anything else? Okay, that's the letter. The letters from the stepfather and Hosmer Angel both have the same typewriter anomalies. Could it be the different? I mean, an anomaly that you get from a specific typewriter? I don't know if we can actually do that. Oh, deduction. Let's take a look at the deduction screen. Holy cow. Okay. stepfather, and the letter. One typewriter. The letters have the same typewriter defects and were written by one person on a single typewriter. Or different typewriters. It's just a coincidence that these letters have the same typewriter defects. I think it's this. So let's mark that. Whoops. Back. Nope. Back to deduction. Work travels. Keep at home. Mary's stepfather tries to keep his daughter at home. Mary and Mr. Hosmer Angel had a meeting only when her stepfather was away on business. Opportunity. Mary had the opportunity to socialize without her stepfather's knowledge. Yeah, that makes sense. Secretive character. Mary's income. Dents. That's her nose, right? Different boots. Mary has poor eyesight, probably myopia. Secretive character. Work travels. No? Strange behavior. For some reason, Hosmer Angel met with Mary only when her stepfather was away on business trips. Okay. I don't think necessarily that is anything. However, back in the 1800s, if you're courting a female, you want to eventually meet the parents. It was the societal thing of the time. Because you weren't courting for dating, you were courting for marriage. That's the way it was back then. So for him not to want to meet the stepfather or the mother is odd. Shyness. Mary's stepfather was unaware of her relationship with Hosmer Angel. Hosmer Angel was a reticent and shy man who did not want to cause trouble for Mary. I mean, it's possible. But I think in that society, this is more likely. I want to mark this for now. Oh, already we have some type of deduction here. Hold on, let's take a look at this. Liar. Mary's stepfather lied. He didn't take his business trip. As he had found out that Mary was disobeying him. Or Mary's stepfather took his business trip, which gave Mary the opportunity to secretly meet with Hosmer Angel. Okay, if we go with the line of the investigation where her stepfather, is the same person as this other guy, but why? Why would he pretend to be some other guy? And is it because when he married her mother and found out that she had a beautiful daughter, and now he's trying to cheat on her mother by pretending to be this guy Hosmer Angel? Is that what he's doing? Or does her inheritance play a part in this? I don't know. Mary's stepfather took his business trip. Because I don't know if this is correct. Mary's father didn't take his business trip because if I believe him to be pretending to be, I think let me put this for now. And let's see where the rest of the information goes. Mary's income. We got a lot here. Profit. The family have an interest in Mary remaining single, as they have access to her inheritance. That is correct. Because if she's married, then the inheritance money goes to herself and her husband. She won't be living there anymore. Concern. Mary and her stepfather trusted one another. Mary was told to remain at home as her stepfather believed it would be better for her. I don't like this one. I think this is it right here. Profit. The family have an interest, or should I say the stepfather has an interest in her remaining single. But if he has an interest in her remaining single, then why would he pretend to be someone and court her? Or did he do it just to throw her off, like now that he doesn't want to communicate with her? I'm going to put this here for now. I don't think it... Oh, it gives me something. Oh my gosh. Mr. Windybank is Mr. Angel. Mr. Windybank, Mary's stepfather, Mr. Windybank, adopted a disguise and played the role of Mr. Hosmer Angel to keep his stepdaughter and her money close to home. Hide the truth. It will cause Mary a great deal of distress. No, I don't want her to be deceived. I want her to know the truth. Because her stepfather is a lying dog. Or her fiancé, Hosmer Angel, who happens to be her stepfather, is a lying dog. Mary Sutherland is an honest and gentle young lady who should be allowed to live her own life. She does not deserve to be deceived in such a fashion. Yes. Yes.
You should try to let Mr.
Domesticity
Hosmer Angel vanish from your memory
solved
as
her
he is
case.
done from your life.
Then you don't think I'll see him again?
I fear not.
Then what has happened to him?
Your stepfather married your mother for her money, and also enjoyed the use of your income. But with your personal advantages, it was clear that you would not remain single for long, even with him keeping you at home. He disguised himself and reappeared as Mr. Hosmer Angel. He brought you as far as the church door, and then conveniently slipped away. To bring you to this conclusion in such a dramatic manner that it would leave a permanent impression upon your mind. You have been cruelly tricked, Miss Sutherland.
Oh, Mr. Holmes. No, I can't believe it. But we were engaged. Oh, it's horrible to think about. But thank you for all you have done, Mr. Holmes.
Holmes, you could have been more diplomatic.
You're an idiot. At night.
What is going on?
Uh-oh. What have you found, Toby?
Mr. Holmes, is everything all right?
Oh my God. Go back to your flat and stay there with Kate.
Alright, what is this? Good boy, Toby.
Calm down, Toby. Now, let's see what this contains.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's a bomb.
It's ticking.
Examine. How do I examine? I was trying to move.
It's ticking.
I was trying to, how do I didn't even look at the top. I should have looked at the top. Oh, it's a mouse wheel. Oh my gosh.
I see wires inside. They could be connected to the cover.
Okay. What do I want to do? What do we do? What do we do? Bend aside, move, I'll bend it aside. I'm Sherlock Holmes, the bomb dismantler. Oh man. Dude, we're screwed. That's a lot of wires.
A fancy ticking homemade gift from a secret admirer. I have 2 minutes to defuse it.
2 minutes?
There are wires attached to the bell and hammer. When the alarm triggers, the bomb will explode.
Okay.
A source of electricity for the detonation. Aha! This solenoid protects the bomb from being easily diffused. If it loses its power supply, it will close contact between the secondary chain wires and the bomb will explode.
Oh, that's wonderful. We're screwed. And what is this?
A package with explosive material. There are wires going in and out. It's useless to predict how they might be tangled up inside.
Oh man, okay. So we need to cut the wires. So if this solenoid is activated, if we cut something wrong, it will activate, which will cause it to explode. So we need to cut the wires, these solenoids first, right? Let's do this.
Aha! This solenoid protects the bomb from being easily diffused. If it loses its power supply, it will close contact between the secondary chain wires and the bomb will explode.
All right, so let's do this. Let's cut these wires first. Let's see if it explodes. Cut.
Whew.
Okay. Okay, let's keep cutting. Cut. Okay, so I cut red and blue, so let's just go up here and do red and blue. Red and blue. Red and blue. Okay. That's blue, so let's do red. Unaware attraction. Unwanted attraction.
What happened?
Just a small bomb.
Somebody wants to kill me? What for?
I don't believe that you were the target.
Who then?
Mr. Holmes, are you all right?
Wiggins.
I saw the bloke. I tried to catch him, but he escaped.
What did he look like?
Can you describe the man?
He was thin, about 5'5", with black hair and a hair lip.
And a hair lip? What the heck is a hair lip? I need to look that up. I don't know what a hair lip is. His actions. What did you see him do?
Wiggins, tell us everything you saw.
The fellow was watching your place, so I thought maybe he's a client. But then he took something out of his jacket and threw it, smashing your window. I shouted at him and he took off. I grabbed him by the sleeve, but he wriggled out of his jacket and left it.
Ooh.
I'm sorry I didn't catch him, Mr. Holmes.
You did very well, Wiggins.
Excellent, Wiggins. Excellent.
Now, let's take a look at that jacket.
Here it is.
Good job, Wiggins. Here's a penny.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Holmes.
A penny. Think about that back in those days, man. Examine the attacker's belongings. Okay, so we need to examine these. Oh my gosh, I'm over. Okay, let's examine it. I gotta examine it. Look at that. JT.
JT are the owner's initials. Let's see what's inside.
Let's see what's inside.
There could be a hidden message that's been written with some lemon juice.
No, don't touch anything else.
Oh my gosh, this guy is a loon bag. I want to kick his craw. Oh my gosh, what a dummy.
There are ink stains on this piece of paper. I could read the text with the help of my analysis table if Wilde hadn't already destroyed it.
Rally, Mohawks, bring out your axes and tell King George we'll pay no taxes on his foreign tea. His threats are vain, and vain to think, to force our girls and wives to drink his vile bohea. Then rally, boys, and hasten on to meet our chiefs at the Green Dragon. Sounds like a poem. Oh, it is a poem, duh. What do we got here now? We got a pocket knife. And now we need to examine... Oh, we're done.
A poem. But what does it mean?
This isn't a poem. It's a song called Rally Mohawks. That great moment when America rebelled against England's dominance. Then rally, boys, and hasten on to meet our chiefs at the Green Dragon. And I bet they hoisted a tankard of ale and invented a new nation. Along with deciding if this was the week they got to dump some tea into yon harbor.
Why ever did he keep such a song in his pocket?
Good question. Examine the belongings complete. All right. That's going to be it. We've got to keep to my roughly 30 minutes. And we're going to leave it right there, folks. And we will follow up with the remainder of this this calamity. with Mr. Orson Wilde. I appreciate you joining me today on this episode of Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter. If you like this kind of content, make sure you click on subscribe and click on that bell to get notified when I upload the next video. Until then, until the next episode when I have to pounce on this crazy guy, have a good one.